morning, guys. It's Friday. We made it. It's Friday. But Friday is not my Friday because I don't have Fridays anymore since I'm not in the office anymore. Every day is a work day. But every day I'm the boss, so that's kind of cool. I get to decide what time I start, when to wake up, how long to work. Is it going to be a half day today, or is it going to be a full day, or is it going to be an overtime day? So that's kind of cool. We're down here. Yesterday when I put up the video, I noticed I made a mistake. I said I was on Paradise when I was down here. Also noticed, like, when you do selfie mode like this, when you're making a left on the video, it looks like I'm making a right. So I think there's a way for me to flip the orientation so that it's more authentic, but it doesn't make a difference. Essentially, it doesn't make a difference in the timeline of the story. But no, I was actually on Swenson, so we go down. So it's my alternate way of escaping the freeway after I do an Uber drop-off, which we just did. If I don't want to get back on the 215, if it looks completely congested and gridlock like it does right now, because it's 8 in the morning, heading back to the west side of town, if I'm going that way, I get out of the airport and I head to follow the streets where it says Las Vegas Strip, Tropicana, Swenson. I exit out that way instead of looping straight back onto the freeway. And I just kind of cruise through this area here, which takes me past the Tropicana, Hooters, MGM Grand. Take a look right here. And all that stuff up there. And then if we have the Uber app on, a lot of times you'll get a pickup right over here. But if you decide to do that, it's going to be a short trip. It might usually take you down into the strip area, the congestion, or it'll just be a trip right back to the airport. So I'm not even actually going to turn the app on right now. And what I do here is I make a turn on Koval, because Koval runs parallel. It's on the east side of the strip, and it runs parallel to the Las Vegas Boulevard, which you don't want to get on unless you're doing sightseeing or unless you have a pickup or a drop-off there. It's a great alternative to drive up and down Koval if you are going somewhere along the strip, but trying to avoid the traffic of the strip. So we'll make a turn here. This will take us to another alternate to the freeway, to the 215, which is Sunset. So I take Koval, a short segment of the Las Vegas Boulevard, a short segment of the strip, heading south, and then we jump onto Sunset. And Sunset has very few lights, and it's more in the business industrial type area as it goes. So it moves along pretty well. You'll be averaging like 45 miles an hour. So if the 215 is completely jammed, it's a great alternative, and it's more stress-free. You just relax. You don't have to worry about freeway traffic and all that. It's going to take a little bit longer to get where you're going, but it all depends on what your strategy is, right? If you're trying to just absolutely maximize every minute, she's hot. I could have ran that, but I didn't. That was a 50-50 light. The way people in Vegas drive is they usually run the reds. When the light turns red, at least 2 or 3 more cars go, but I don't need a ticket. People behind me are going to have to deal with it. Anyway, like I was saying, you run down Sunset, and it depends on what your strategy is. If you're trying to maximize every minute of the day, and just haul ass around town if you're in between trips or whatever, then it might not be the best way to go. But if you just want to chill out, it's more relaxing. For me, that's the way to go. I like to make it easy. I like to avoid the I call it the shit core, the hardcore traffic areas. I like to avoid all that, or the bad drivers. There's a lot of bad drivers on the freeway and the other congested parts of town. So I avoid those. I take Koval, I take Sunset. Nice and easy, stress-free, chill, and the stress doesn't accumulate. If you're stressing out a bunch of little times throughout the day, it accumulates, and by the afternoon you're just over it, you're burnt out. But if you just are having a chill day in between trips, and you're in a good mood and you're positive, your day, you can stretch your day out longer. So that's just me. Everybody's different, so that's how I do it. My day is going to be longer, but to make the same amount of money as somebody else, but it's also more stress-free and chill. So right now I didn't eat anything. I'm starving. It's 9 o'clock. You guys know what that means. That means I'm going to jump into I'm going to head over there to IKEA, jump in there and get my breakfast, see what I feel like doing, spend a couple bucks, and then kick the app back on. And then if we have some downtime, I'll be jumping onto the Galaxy tab to do some work. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. See, not much traffic here. We're on Sunset. We're heading west. Not much traffic at all. There's a couple traffic lights you got to go through, but they're not too bad. It's a good alternative to the 215 if you're heading west and you don't want to be on the 215 at all. All right, then off of Sunset here, I'm going to make a left on Torrey Pines. This little street right here. No traffic lights, so we avoid that. Almost never any traffic on Torrey Pines over here between Sunset and the 215. Now that's the 215 freeway over there. It is moving, but I don't care about that. I just want to avoid the 215 right now. This is Rafael Rivera. This is another deal that runs parallel. Almost never any cars on this over here, but a couple today. And I just stay on this. I shoot on this. I go through two lights, and then we will be turning in at our destination for this breakfast that I got to eat. So I didn't eat anything yet today. I'm starving, which is the IKEA cafeteria, of course. All right, so still on Rafael Rivera. We're just same street we were on. Like I said, this pretty much will take us straight into the parking lot here at IKEA because it has this little turnoff entrance here. You just gotta watch the idiots behind you so they don't come up and plow into you, because they drive pretty fast on this section. Nobody here yet. That's because the actual store, so you can walk around the actual store, they don't open that part. They use, they barricade it off inside the store with little ropes or whatever. And so the actual store does not open until 10 most days. But the restaurant upstairs, all those windows up there, that's where you are for the restaurant, cafeteria up there, that opens at 9:30. So we're just about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so away from that opening up. So we chill out here, pop the Galaxy tab open, do a little bit of work, and then we're ready to go and get some breakfast. That's one thing I'm so sick of, guys. I don't like to complain. Come on, do I? You guys know better than me, but I don't know. One thing I'm sick of, though, is the freaking orange cones around this town. I mean, look at this side of the street over here. It's like everywhere you go, they're always doing something. There's always cones out all around over here. Sometimes you'll see an entire street for miles with orange cones out in the middle of the day, and there's absolutely nothing going on. There's no workers, there's no construction, there's no tree trimmers, there's no gardeners. They just have the whole thing, and sometimes it's down to one lane. A street like this here, where it's normally 3 lanes or whatever, they'll have this thing coned down to one lane for no reason. Well, no reason as far as my perception of it. I'm sure they have their reasons, but it's annoying when you don't see anything at all going on. And here's more cones going on over here on the left. But I mean, it just never stops. Even look up ahead. See like where the bend is? I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's more cones going on. Can we see it? There are more cones up there. I don't know, everywhere. Always, since I moved here, there's just always, they're obsessed. I mean, I get it. They're doing some work. They're fixing the roads and stuff. But how is it like 365? How is it every single day of the year in the same neighborhoods? There's like cones and cones and cones. If I never see another cone again, an orange cone, it's going to be too soon. That's my rant. There's my construction rant. Cones. You see what I'm seeing, guys? More cones. Nothing going on over there. Oh, here we go. I think there's more up here, too. Let's take a look. Oh, there you go. More cones. Gee whiz. Who says gee whiz? That was lame. No, but look. More cones. Nothing going on. There you go. The lane's closed off again. Cones. Cones, cones, cones. What can I say? I hate them. I hate those freaking cones. They drive me crazy just because it's an eyesore, man. It's everywhere over here. It's nonstop. It's nonstop, even when we're not doing anything. Here's a dude ahead of us. He's putting cones out. I'm not kidding. Here's the cone truck. I ask him, what is he doing? What's the deal? Dude, what are you putting cones out everywhere for? See, there he goes. There's Mr. Coneman. Mr. Coneman, stop it. Damn. I got the babies. Come on, babies. Good fortune has arrived. It says big win. Woohoo! $41. Cash out. I wanted the bonus. Get a 9, get a queen. Oh. So yeah, that was cool. Stopped in over here at Red Rock, put 20 bucks into the Fufu babies, and we turned that, well, more than 40. We turned it into 40, went up a little bit more, came back down to 40, and then cashed it out. So that's cool. Doubled the 20 up. And what else? I gotta probably do a couple more Ubers. I got to do some errands, but I'm going to wrap up the video right now. I will see you guys. I'll put another video up either Saturday or Sunday. So everybody have an awesome weekend. And thanks for watching. Please click subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. And give me some comments if you like. And I'm going to see you next time.